just chatting time. Hi, everybody. Wednesday night here on Sleep Summoner. And we are engaging in some cozy, communal distraction from the rest of the week. This is your little port in the storm tonight for a couple hours. We're going to talk about the summer ending, the fall beginning. We're going to talk about some plans that we have for the Sleep Summoner channel and the Patreon and all the things that all the balls that have been dropped. We're going to talk about some upcoming con appearances that I'm eager to announce. And, but mostly we're just going to chat with you. So welcome into just a cozy little chat tonight. For those that don't know, my name is Chris Waycamp. I am a voice actor and a voiceover artist. You may have heard me in such shows as My Hero Academia, where I voice the teacher of Class 1A, Shota Aizawa. Or you may have heard me in the latest episode of Gachiakta, as I voice the umbrella Umbreaker wielding engine. You may know me as Miles Edgeworth in the Ace Attorney anime. You may know me as Zine in the anime Frieren. You may know me as Katagawa Jr. in Borderlands 3. The list goes on. You may know me as Director General Isao Shinomiya in Kaiju number 8. Currently on season 2 of that right now. And I just recorded some more for it today. Recorded some more for Gachiakta and for Kaiju number 8 today. Always happy to be taking a spin back through those shows. And, yeah. It's a Wednesday night. It's August 20th. We're going to hang out here and chat for a while. And hear what's going on in your lives. Talk about what's been going on in my life. All good things. Just so many good things that I struggle to keep doing everything. I keep saying that, and it's true. It is true. I have so many good things going on at any given time, and this summer has been full to the brim with amazing blessings, and so very happy about that. And lots of good stuff to come. But let's start off by saying hello to the members of the Campire and the Sleep Summonees who are joining us here. Let's see who's here tonight. Oh, Sierra's here listening while driving home. Driving home from work, I presume, Sierra? Welcome in. Retro DJ's here wishing a birthday message to good old, the one that I know, good old Madison. Happiest of happy birthdays to you, Madison. I certainly hope that you are celebrating with great joy and getting all the tasty treats or good things because you deserve it. It is your birthday, I think tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? But happy birthday to you. Dawn has popped up here. What is up, Dawn? What a way to spend the remainder of my days off for my B-Day yesterday. Chilling with a wombat. That's me. Hope all are well and are having a great day evening. Well, thanks so much for that little cheer there, Dawn, for the super chat. We call it over here on YouTube, I suppose. And yes, thanks so much for popping on in, celebrating your birthday time off with us. We greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate you here at the Campfire. All of you, really, who have been keeping the Campfire going, keeping the Patreon going, despite me being an absent father of sorts. We have news on that tonight. And let's say hello to some more folks that are joining us here. Crystal Gray is here. What is up, Crystal Gray? Welcome in. Hadouken is here. Piper Thomas is here. Do you, boo? Do you, boo? That was one of our favorites from, I think, episode 3 or 4 of Gachiakta. Oh, Alyssa's here. What is up? My Tim Tam dealer in the house. Welcome in. Leah Edits is here. What is up, Leah? Jadzia is here. Jadzia. Yes, I am. I'm your anime dad who went to the store for a gallon of milk. But I'm back today. See, I came back. And I'm here to share some of the news. A little bit of the plan that I've got going forward into the fall as we're moving into the fall. The summer is winding down. And Crystal says, did you get my letter yet? I got to check my P.O. box before I go out of town this weekend, and I will find out. Shaylee Sloan is here. What's up, Shaylee? Purgabirdie is here saying, Gachiakta equals life. And I agree. It's been really tough these last 2 weeks because Urana Sensei has not been producing, or there have been delays in the manga, put it that way. So we've had 2 weeks of delays. Hopefully we're going to get the new chapter. I think it's 147 we're waiting on. Hopefully that's next week. I really hope so, because I've been missing it. Every Tuesday I look forward to it on the Kodansha app, and I have been missing it. Dale Dookie Butt is tired from school. Welcome in. Angelina Dearest as well. Trooper Jones is here. Working on a costume for Anime Pasadena. Very good. And Araya's here. What is up, Araya? And M. Quitscriber. Welcome in tonight. Northwind Tweak is here. What is up, my dude? Hope you're doing well. Night of Breath is here. What is up, Night of Breath? Luna Jackson, what is good? Welcome in. Alexis Spark, thank you so much for the hearts. Shanors is getting an infusion tomorrow. Might have to leave early. Understand. We're not going to go super late tonight. We're going to just do a couple hours here, chatting, hanging out. Just something to get us through the evening, you know? Something, just a little hangout for us to get through the night. Congrats on getting that infusion, though. That's great news. Kelsey's here. Kelsey, I did receive a notice that it arrived to my P.O. box. So it has safely arrived to my P.O. box. That's all I know for sure. And I'll be getting it all sent to my house. Should be showing up probably next week, I would think. Maybe this weekend. Aiko's here. What's up, Aiko? Welcome in. And Elarith is here. What is up, Elarith? Meow the cat. Got a brand new kitten today. Congratulations, Meow. That's exciting. Erica Missing Finger. What is up with your missing finger? Welcome in. Burgerbirdie says, did you see that Engine came in second for the character poll? Yeah, I sure did. I was very excited about that. In fact, I reposted it on X. Engine number 2. Let's go. And Elorith has worked 36 hours in the last 3 days. Woo. Yeah, we need it then. I've been working my butt off. So I feel you. Feel you on that one. Xochi's here. What's up? How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like, I feel like Jabber's going to win one of these days because Jabber's just awesome. Although he's a villain, so I don't know. We'll see. He's a pretty bad dude. People do like villains. But very happy to see that Engine is popular with the fandom. That is exciting. He's very popular in my heart as well. And in this booth. Always. He's my number one forever. Lexi, what is up? Yeah, Lexi. The latest episode of Kaiju was intense, to say the least. So, don't want to give too much away, for those who haven't seen it yet or, whatever. But I'll just say some very intense storytelling going on in Kaiju right now. The stakes have raised significantly, put it that way. Oh, man. What's up, Panicking? Officially diagnosed. Congratulations. That's exciting. It's good to know what's going on. Leah, you have a question. What's up? I got to sing some happy birthday songs, I think, because we got some birthday folks in the chat, and they need some attention. I'm wondering if I still have my mic in here. If I don't, I'm just going to roll micless. But I thought maybe I put it in here. Nope. I wonder if one of my kids grabbed it. Yeah, Bella's here. What's up, Bella? How are you? That was a rough episode. That was a super rough episode. But this is one of the joys of acting that I love so much, is getting to embody these characters in the good times and the bad. And going on that journey. Pretty powerful storytelling happening right now in Kaiju. So, I love that. You know, I love that as an actor. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, Kelsey, I think Kelsey's referencing the final season of My Hero, which is coming in October. October 4th, in fact. So, as to the number of episodes, I don't know. It may be out there. It may be confirmed. I'm not 100% sure. But I'll be ready for it. I will be ready. I will be ready for it. I'm still a little in denial. I'm still a little in denial about it, but I'm going to be ready for it. Favorite character that I've voiced, Leah, very hard to choose. If you pull up my IMDb, I think I've got somewhere around 275 characters. And to be honest with you, I find something to like with just about every single one of them. But choosing a favorite, that's really hard. One of my favorites of all time is a cat, for example. I voiced a cat in a show called Natsume's Book of Friends. Over like 3 years, 2.5 years, and this little cat just captured my heart from the jump. I just loved voicing this silly cat. Super sassy, sarcastic, obnoxious. Loves to eat, loves to sleep, loves to drink too much, and prank people and cause chaos, and super duper fun character. One of my favorites for sure. So we need to sing some happy birthdays to people. I better start with Madison. Madison, I'm going to give you your birthday song here. Let me pause this just for a moment. Happy birthday to Madison. Happy birthday to Madison. Happy birthday to the only Madison that I know. Happy birthday to... Happy birthday to Dawn. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Dawn, and thanks for fixing lots of people's vision. Oh, who else? Who else has a birthday? We better pile on some more birthday love here. Who else has a little birthday that we can celebrate? Oh, let's go, Madison. I hope you love your birthday song. I'm going to be seeing you soon, I hope. I think. Next month, right? That's one thing I've got to talk about on here. Angelina's turning 16 tomorrow. All right, key change. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angelina. Happy birthday to you. 16 years old, driving a car, hopefully taking a class, learning how to drive safely, driving very safely down the road, having a fun birthday celebration. Alyssa, absolutely. You're my Tim Tam dealer. I got to keep you happy, yo. You're my Tim Tam dealer. I got to keep you happy. Jadzia says, 1 on the 7th, little birthday message, but it's not too late. Key change. Happy birthday to you. I may have gone too high. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Jadzia. These key changes are getting dangerous. Simon had a birthday too? Simon had a birthday too? Did I miss Simon's birthday? Let's go. Let's key change down. Let's key change even further down for Simon, because he's my bro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Simon, my oblivion bro. Happy birthday to you. Shinori wants happy birthday in Spanish. Shinori, when was your birthday? Did I miss your birthday? Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Por ti. Por ella. That took like 4 years of Spanish, but I don't remember a whole lot. I remember enough to be dangerous. I remember that the chicken in Spanish doesn't say cluck cluck or bok bok. It says kikiriki. I don't know why. Kikiriki. Like all the other animals just said things like animals. Like the cow said moo in the Spanish book, but the chicken said kikiriki. And it's Cookie's birthday too, DJ? Oh, I got to get one in for Cookie then. Let's go even higher. Can I go even higher? I doubt it. This will be embarrassing, but whatever. Let me get an ear free here. Happy birthday to you. I'm going to regret this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cookies. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, that was just shouting. That was a birthday shout song. Anybody can have better range. It's actually not like people are like, oh, what a range. It's just like a muscle. You just use it a lot. Use all parts of your range a lot. Practice all the time, every day, with all parts of your range. for like 10,000 hours. And then you can go really low. You can get down into bass range. And then also you can sound like a really, really silly cat and be super high if you want to. And you can even sustain it and modulate it and do all kinds of sort of volume dynamics around it. All these things are possible. Now the texture, that's not something. That's something I think that just comes with like either do a bunch of bad stuff to your voice and end up with it, or you just kind of have it. I'm not sure. There's ways to do like vocal fry. You can certainly add some vocal fry. That's not, and that's some texture. But just having like regular texture in your speaking voice is kind of, you just either have it or you don't, to a certain degree. And I'm thankful for mine because it's where I book a lot of my commercial stuff. SunTrust Bank, the bank that you can trust, that's located inside the sun. That's not the copy, but it'd be funny if it was. Who else has a birthday? Anybody else? Any other birthdays that are recent here that we need to celebrate? Don't worry. I mean, well, if your birthday's coming up or if we missed it, we'll catch it. We'll catch it another time. I have no doubt. I have no doubt of that. Because here's the thing. I've got some news. Let's talk about cons first. So I just got back from Fan Expo Chicago. What a wonderful time that was. Got to hang out with my boy Kyle and my agent Fred. Always love to hang out with Fred. Got to hang out with, there's actually quite a lot of people there. Josh Martin was there. Got to hang out with him a little bit. Justin Cook, always really good people. Love hanging out with Justin Cook. Who else did we go out with? Oh, Tia Ballard. We ended up going to a tiki bar. That was super fun. Crazy loud tiki bar. But then we went to the casino. Had a really good time at the casino. And, generally speaking, wonderful weekend. Got to see some of my beloved colleagues and meet a lot of you. Met a lot of fans over the weekend. Fan Expo Chicago went really hard, actually. A lot of people showed up, so that was amazing. 2 weeks before that, I was at FarleyCon. So the contrast between like Fan Expo Chicago and FarleyCon is stark. Just in size alone. Like FarleyCon was this really intimate kind of family-run convention where the people that go to it are just like all the regulars and everybody kind of knows everybody, and that was really fun. That was a cool vibe. I really enjoyed that. Smaller town vibe. And then Chicago, massive convention appearance event. And like tons of people came out, hundreds of people came through. Got to do really super fun panel with all my hero peeps, and it was super fun and really good time. So there's those two, and then Jackie's here. What is up, Jackie? Jackie's the real singer. Jackie's the real singer of the Campfire, and Jackie says, "My first ever voice teacher trained me to step away from vocal fry while speaking regularly casually because I used to speak with so much vocal fry." Yeah, I get that. I do. Vocal fry is kind of this much sought after thing, I think, especially for like voice actor-y types in anime and video games and such, because vocal fry is this very ubiquitous quality that people seem to like a lot in these sorts of characters. So, but as a clean and clear-voiced singer, your notes must be so pure. You want your notes to be so clean and pure. Jackie's a much better singer than I am. And so, if you ever get a chance, give Jackie a follow, because sometimes she posts stuff from her opera work, and it's just beautiful, mind-blowing stuff. Madison says, "Can you fix my keychain?" Well, I don't know why, but why does he keep turning away from you? What did you do? What did you do to him, Madison? What did you say behind his back that he keeps? See what I mean? He doesn't want to look at you or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't want to give you a birthday complex, but why? You know? Why is he being like that? Let's just let him think about it for a little bit. So then, yes, thank you, Jackie. So then this weekend, I am headed to Houston. And the part that I'm very excited about is I don't have to fly. I don't have to go to the airport at all because I'm just driving. That's going to be great. So we're doing NostalgiaCon Houston. If you guys are in Houston or you know somebody's in Houston, let them know that I'm going to be there. This is going to be a really big show. It's at the George R. Brown Convention Center, which I've been to before for Animeverse a couple years ago. And so no doubt this is going to be slam jamma packed to the gills with all kinds of celebrity talent. And then also me, because I just kind of show up at these things. And they're like, yeah, all right, you too. And Night Blue's here. Hey, what's up, Andrea and Ashley? Hello, welcome in. So that's happening this weekend. And so I'm hustling this week, getting everything done. Got my sessions knocked out today. Had a video game session earlier in the week. Been knocking out auditions, knocking out all that stuff. Had a session that was booked for tomorrow that has now been pushed to Monday, so I don't have to hustle and do that one tomorrow. That one's going to be Monday, which is good. But then I get a weekend off, and that next week, guys, starting on, let's see, what is the actual date? Let me tell you. The 27th of August is a big, big deal in our world over here at the Campfire, because on the 27th, the kids go back to school. And so it's kind of the official end of summer here in our household. But not only that, my wife has accepted a teaching position, kind of part-time, I suppose, not a full-time teaching position, but part-time teaching position on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays, basically the kids are going to their school, and also their wife is going to the school. And so that means, guys, in the wonderful world of incredible blessings that I have too many blessings to count or manage all at the same time. And so I just am constantly doing this plate spinning act every Wednesday for basically the next, what is that, like August? Sort of, we'll just count September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Like 9 months. For 9 months, Wednesdays, it's going to be Crispy Wombat, uninterrupted, just absolutely grinding on all the other stuff that I got to get done. So Wednesdays are about to convert into like a 6-hour block of time. Unbelievable. An unbelievably huge block of time where I'm just going to be nose to the grindstone in here on Sleep Summoner stories, on all the Patreon stuff that I have to catch up on, which is like 2.5 months of Patreon stuff I got to catch up on. All of the extra content that I've been talking about and dreaming about, like the subscriber content for YouTube. All this stuff is going to come flooding back, basically starting next Wednesday. We hit the ground running on all of it. And so for those of you that have been suffering as Anime Dad has been letting you down, giving you a couple little breadcrumbs, throwing a little something your way, but then he's gone again. We're back to consistent time set aside each week for me to actually do this stuff. Because let me tell you what happens is I love spending time with my family. And so I go out of town on the weekends for these cons quite often. And then during the week, I get booked to do voice work. And the cons and the voice work like pay the bills, and so I got to do that stuff because I got to keep paying the bills. But then also I have to spend time with my family, and also I love spending time with my family. So it's like hard when it's just hard. It's hard finding the balance, and so what has ended up falling off of my plate over and over again these last couple months for sure has been streams, Sleep Summoner stuff, Patreon stuff, all the stuff that basically you guys. To sum it up, the stuff that I owe you and the time that I give you has fallen off the plate. So I'm very excited because that means we're moving into a frame of 9 months where it's just going to be like Wednesday, we're banging it out. We're banging it out. Wednesday, we're banging it out. And that's going to be good for everybody because I'm so proud and happy with the progress that we've made on this channel. And so I believe that progress will now be supercharged even more. And so I'm glad for all of you who've stuck around, for all of you who've hung out through these last couple months of me being so distracted. The kids are all out of school. Every day they, are available, want to do something with me, need help with something, want to have an idea for something. My kids started up a band this summer, a rock band, in our house with like them and some of their friends. And so then there's other times when the band is just like practicing. And so I'm like, well, I had a bunch of best laid plans for like stuff that I was going to get done. But like when they're playing, even in this booth, it's so loud. Like you can still hear the kick drum. You can still hear everything. And I'm not, and I could like go upstairs and be like, hey guys, like I gotta do, but I don't want to. Like I want them to have their awesome rock band, and like I want to drive them to all their summer activities. Like they've had so many summer activities. Their summer has all three of them. Their summer has been awesome. Just from a pure like activities point of view, they've been doing so much stuff with their friends, and anyway. That requires an adult, to get them there, get them back. And so me and my wife, we end up trading off duties on that for when, people have time, when they don't have time, whatever. Then there's time with my wife. I got to make time for that too. And I want to make time for that too. So it's like the balance, guys. It's the balance. And so we end up in a place now where I think we are seeing light on the horizon for all these wonderful projects that I started up last October. It's crazy that we're going to be coming up on a year, if you think about that. Because really we kicked this thing off around Halloween last year, if y'all remember that. And so moving back into delivering on all the great stuff that you guys have come to enjoy here at Sleep Summoner and on our Patreon. The one-on-ones. Nothing's going away. Nothing's going away. The Regent letters, nothing's going away because now I'm going to have a block of time. And so what I had been thinking, last month especially was like, well, I guess I need to pull back on some of these things because I'm not delivering on them, and people are understandably just going to lose faith, or just be frustrated, or I would feel the same way. And so I'm like, I guess I need to start figuring out stuff that I can pull back on. And instead, I feel like I don't have to pull back on anything, and I'm just going to have time to get it all done. So it's not just about time either. Let me throw this out there too. It's like time is a factor. You have to have time. But within that time, you also have to have get it done units. And those are energy, I guess, or mental capacity, or whatever you want to call it. Get it done units. You've got a certain amount of get it done units every day. And you got to decide which things are going to get my get it done units today. We had a massive, massive problem in our kitchen this summer where we had a leak. And it caused all kinds of other problems with it. And then it turned out there was basically a pipe that was busted. So then that had to be fixed. And then Then while they were working on it, they found out there was some problems with the roof over a section of the wall. And so then that had to be fixed. And then it all had to be put all back, and with drywall and paint, texture, all that stuff had to be done. And so this is life. Like, this is how it goes. And so you're constantly presented with these things that you have to decide, like, what am I going to prioritize? What do I have to give my get it done units to? And so, yeah, I'm glad that I'm going to have a spot for get it done units to get Sleep Summoner back where we want it, where I want it, where I believe it needs to be. So yeah, that's the update on that. And again, thank you to each and every one of you who have made the decision to, like, I'm just going to stick this out, and I'm going to trust that he's going to end up delivering on all these things. And I am. I certainly don't want to shortchange anybody. I certainly appreciate all the support you guys have given me on all of this. So that's that. Night of Breath says, a band, that's so cool. Yes, it is so cool, because I was in a band right around their age. Was my first rock band when I started playing drums, and I was a little older than they were, but literally my son is playing on my old drum set that I still have, that I used to tour around with in my band. I used to be in a rock band, several rock bands, and we cut records with those drums. Like, those drums have been through a lot, and dozens and dozens of, if not maybe 100, like, maybe not that many, but club appearances, venue shows that we played for years. So now my son is playing, and my other son is getting really ridiculously good at playing bass guitar and guitar. And then they have friends that come over and play instruments with them, and they just jam, and it's amazing. So all of that has been so cool to just observe. And at the same time, like, I really want to play drums with them. So I've done that a few times too. I'll just go up and we'll jam, which is incredible. So great stuff. Great stuff. Jackie says, we love a healthy balance. Yes. Yes, it's so hard. It's so hard. The healthy balance is the hard part. Like, I look back at, this is not to disparage anybody. Everybody's in different places in their life. Everybody's different in age. Everybody's a different circumstance. So not disparaging anybody. I'm just talking about myself. That's all I'm talking about here. I look back at me when I was in my, let's say, 20s. Basically, I was fresh out of college. I had kind of a 30, 40-hour a week job that wasn't, like a career. It was just a job, paying some bills. And then I was in a band, and I was trying to date girls. And yet, I look back on those times, and what I remember the most is just how hard it was. Oh, I never had time. And I want to just grab that dude and just slap him around, But the reality is, he just didn't have a lot of experience. He didn't have a lot of experience yet. Didn't have a lot of wisdom yet either that comes with that experience. And so, but I do want to kind of slap him around sometimes, because, like, that guy would just wake up on a Saturday if he didn't have work or if he didn't have a commitment, and he would just slack. He would just slack the whole day. He'd play some Hitman on the PS2. He would, I'm starting to get hungry. Let me think about what I want to do. Maybe I'll run over to the thrift store, because the thrift friend, I'll meet my friend over there, and we'll just walk around the thrift store, and then maybe we'll go get lunch. And while we're at lunch, we'll sit there at lunch eating pizza. And I'll complain to my friend, just like, man, I don't know how to get it all done. All these things I want to do to launch my career, and, like, I just can't get it all done, man. It's, like, so stressful. And then fast forward to 46-year-old Crispy Wombat. 3 kids, a wife, a dog, a career that, like, I constantly have to continue working on my career. Like, that's the nature of this career, is every day you have to work on it. Traveling 20, 25 times a year for appearances. But I've grown up. I've grown up a lot, and I've had to grow up a lot, and I've had to gain the wisdom that comes with that, and then put that wisdom into practice. And so 20-something whatever, Crispy Wombat didn't have that. But sometimes he complained about stuff that I do want to just go back and be like, I'm going to slap you. I'm gonna slap you really hard. That's all we're going to do here. I've gone back in time to slap you. That's the only reason I'm here. So that's the news on that. Weekly affirmations, all the things. There's no reason for anything to go away because now I'm going to have a block. So speaking of cons, speaking of commitments, as I said, NostalgiaCon Houston. Weekend after that, I am home. But that's a very important day. There's a very important day. Yo, thanks for the follow, Dr. Dude. Let me get a little more music going now since I'm not singing happy birthday anymore. On Thursday, August 28th, the release of Metal Gear Delta. Now, this is a remake of really probably my favorite Metal Gear game of all time. And I'm a huge Metal Gear fan from way back. Metal Gear Delta is a remaster, reboot of Metal Gear 3, Snake Eater. And this is, in my opinion, if not the best, it's definitely one of the best. So I'm probably going to play a little bit of it on stream. I don't think I'm going to beat you guys to death with it, because I do think that this is not a game that would necessarily be the most exciting game for my audience. And so knowing that, I'll probably just have a Twitch or two, depending on how much fun I'm having with it too, where I'm just kind of playing that stuff with you guys. And it's a single player game experience, so again, like, this is not like, I don't think this is going to be super in your wheelhouse. But anyway, that's that weekend. The weekend after that, I am going to be kind of another surprise con booking that just kind of came up here recently. And I have to imagine this is due in part to a lot of the love that Gachiakta is getting right now. Ottawa Comic-Con. So I have to ask, are any of you in the chat here tonight? The odds of this are probably low, but anybody in the chat here tonight up by Ottawa? Because literally, that's September. That's the first weekend of September. September 5th through the 7th, I am flying up to Ottawa for the very sometimes rare Canadian con appearance. This is going to be at Ottawa Comic-Con. McKenna says we need to play Trombone Master again. Absolutely agree. I had so much fun with that night. I have to do that again. Trombone Master was a fever dream. It was. That's kind of how I remember it also. Like, that was a really fun night. And then let's move on into September, where things get a little wacky. You know, sometimes things slow down in the fall. September is like, you know, we're moving into the fall. Things do not slow down in September. I am going to the weekend after Ottawa, and this will be an exciting announcement for those of you who perhaps are very far away from Canada in a much warmer place called Florida. I am going to be appearing at St. Augustine. In St. Augustine, rather, at Ancient City Anime Con, which kind of I've always wanted to go to, honestly. I've sort of known about this con for a while, and it's never, I guess, worked out. And here again, I think this has to do with Gachiakta, has to do with Blue Lock being super popular, because there's a lot of Blue Lock voice actors that are going there, so got a chance to chat with the con, and so I am going to be headed out to the eastern coast of Florida. That's going to be September 12th through the 14th. And then we do have a weekend off. So that's 2 in a row, but we do have a weekend off. That is the weekend of the 19th and the 20th. in September. I'm going to be home. I'm not going to be accepting any cons that weekend. And then the last weekend of September, if there's anybody here who lives in Utah, see, we're just bouncing all over. We're all over the map here in September. I am headed to FanX Salt Lake City, Utah. That's going to be September 25th through the 27th. So it's the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. No Sunday. So any Utah folks, put it on your calendar. Would love to see you at FanX Salt Lake. Then we start rolling into October. And that first weekend of October, guess what? Actually, I don't know if I can say anything about this. I better look this up before I say anything. Because I don't 100% remember if this has been announced yet. So let's just take a peep on the interwebs briefly and see if I can determine the truth of if this information is now public. Am I doing the millennial pause? Will you guys tell me if I'm doing the millennial pause? I'm not really a millennial. I'm a millennial, but I'm also Gen X. I'm a zennial, so I'm right on that edge, right on that cusp. But I have been seeing a lot of stuff on social media about the millennial pause lately. And so, yes, I have been announced. Here we go. It looks like this was recently. I am going to be at Animate Philadelphia. I've never been to Philadelphia before, guys. I've never been to Pennsylvania, period. This is going to be my first trip out to Philadelphia. Animate Philadelphia is the weekend of Friday, October 3rd through the 5th. Anybody up in that region? Do we have any Pennsylvanians? Yes, Mutt, Philly. I'm going to be in Philly. Come see me in Philly. Actually, this looks like a very My Hero Academia focused, at least part of it focused, crew, because we got J. Michael Tatum, we got Justin Cook, we got Clifford Chapin, we got Justin Briner, the voice of Deku. We've got Brandon McInnes, the voice of Sir Night-Eye. We've got Jamie Markey, the voice of Mount Lady. We've got Lucy Christian. Lucy Christian's going to be there. Ochako. Colleen's going to be there. Colleen Klinkenbeard's going to be there. The director. And the voice of Momo, Yaoyorozu. So this is going to be... Now, it's not just us. There's a lot more people going to this thing. But I'm just saying, from the perspective of My Hero stuff, they're clearly excited to get the My Hero love going. So, Mutt, yes, please come out. Please come out. Love to meet you. And I will absolutely have a Philly cheesesteak. Fire Blue, I am going to love Utah. Fry sauce, yes. Yes. Yes, Justin Briner, Nathan. Oh, let's go, Dawn. Dawn's making a road trip. Let's go. Yeah, take a look at the guest list. I bet there's going to be a lot of other people on there that you'll be excited about too. So do check it out. Yo, what's up, Teehee? Welcome in. Yeah, he does have range, Luna. You're right about that. Madison, what's the problem with this Aizawa? Why is he being like this? Is it because I ignore you too much? Is that why he's doing this? Let me see if I can get him in a way that he feels happy. You know, it's not about me. It's not always about me. It's about him too. How does he feel? How does this keychain feel? There we go. What about this guy? Come here, Teacup Zawa. You're the OG. Teacup Zawa's the OG, so we got to get him locked in. You got to get dialed in, Teacup Zawa. There we go. That's looking so much better. I need to get an engine up here. Still no California, McKenna. I know. I know. But yes, so that's kind of this is the stuff that's on the horizon as we move into the fall. And then let me tell you, right after that, let me make sure I've been announced for this as well. I'm pretty sure I have been, but I want to be careful, you know? I don't want to say things I'm not supposed to say. I don't want to break an NDA. I want to be careful. Let's look up this right here. See if it'll take me to the website. Oh yeah, we're already announced. We've already announced several people for this. Okay, so this is Anime Wonder, Arizona, Tucson, Arizona. Headed back to Arizona after being there in Phoenix earlier this year. Headed back to Arizona. Now that is October 11th through the 12th, so that's a 2-day. Tucson, Arizona. Who else is going to be there? Right now, they've announced me, David Matranga, the voice of Todoroki, Leah Clark, the voice of Toga. So again, we're getting some My Hero love going here too. Ooh, Austin Tyndall's going to be there. I love Austin. He's great. And it looks like they still have more announcements to come. So more announcements to come. But yes, Arizona. Tucson, Arizona. Come hang out. Come meet us. Put a face to it. You know? It's always fun. Especially if you're in my streams. I love meeting Campfire people. And you're gonna get something free. You almost always are gonna get something free. If you're in the Campfire and I know who you are and you come up to my table, you're gonna get some special treatment. It's just the way it goes. And then, so that's basically the second weekend of October. Now, moving into, fall proper. The thing about October is I keep October pretty empty as much as I can because October is a big birthday month here at our house. So we got 2 of my kids have their birthdays in October. And then my wife also has her birthday in October. So we here at Way Camp Industries, we keep October pretty open because of that. Now moving into November, let's see if there's any news on this front. Give me just a second. November, we start climbing into the holiday season. This is a tricky time. Holiday season, very tricky time. Because, family stuff. But not just family stuff, like kid stuff. Lots of kid commitments, kid parties, kid projects, all kinds of stuff around the holidays. Okay. So I have not been announced for this one yet in November. Can't say anything about it just yet. More to come on that. There's a couple cons in November. December, right now, and I got to be careful. Right now, December is wide open. Although, we are also trying to put together a vacation. A little family vacation in December. So, it's going to at least be maybe 7 to 10 days there, depending on how we schedule it, where I'm just going to be out of pocket. So that's what the rest of 2025 looks like right now that I can talk about. Jackie says, I still drive around with my license plate that you wrote the B word. I love that for you, Jackie. Madison wants to body slam me. You're so sassy, Madison. I think you're the sassy. You're just sassy Maddie. You're so sassy Maddie. You're so sassy Maddie. I think they're gonna kick you out of the con if you try to body slam anyone. But hugs, 100%. 100% hugs have to happen. So get ready for a Crispy Wombat hug. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Leah says, do you agree the years have been going too fast? Yes. 100%. And I'll also add to that what I used to talk about it like when I was younger too. Like, man, things are really flying by. But now, like, adults always told me this, like, the older you get, the faster it goes. And that is shockingly true, to a degree that I kind of just, when I was younger, I was kind of just like, yeah, okay, whatever. But it's fast. Like, it's getting faster and faster. And this year in particular, I feel like has just flown by. And I will say, I've already started booking stuff for next year. I think I've got like 6 or 7 shows booked for next year right now. And a couple of them are international, not Canada. International shows, not Canada. So can't tell you much more than that. But Crispy Wombat's going to be on the Crispy Wombat international flight at least a couple times, maybe more. We'll see. See what happens. Thank you, Andrea and Ashley. I appreciate that. Madison bought me a knife, guys. That's not alarming at all, is it? Madison, do you even hear yourself? Do you even hear yourself? You bought me a knife? I feel like if I didn't know you somewhat, some people could take that as a threat, you know. I bought you a knife is a little. Do you even hear yourself? Is what I want to know. DJ says it's practically Halloween. Well, let me tell you. It's already Halloween at Walmart. I don't know if you guys have been to Walmart and at Home Depot. It's already Halloween at both of those places. I think it's been Halloween for about a month. So if you want to get the full pre-Halloween, super early pre-Halloween experience, just dip into the local Home Depot or Walmart because it is popping off. It's Halloween, like wild amounts of Halloween. I'm just walking around like, what? We're really doing it. Okay, we're really doing it right now. Okay. Halloween starts now. Well, I think you're wrong. I think it started like a month ago. It's crazy. It is a little crazy to me how it's just holiday creep, I guess. It's not just Halloween. It's like it's Christmas. It's Easter. It's all of them. It's all of them. The holiday creep is universal. Leah says, Chris, do you know I've never celebrated Halloween? Really? Now, why is that, I wonder? Just not something your family got into? Joanna says, if you want an early Christmas experience, go to Hobby Lobby. Well, I think it's probably, I don't know because I don't frequent, I'm not crafty like that, but I would guess that Hobby Lobby probably it's Christmas all year round, maybe. But certainly this time of year, yeah, I would guess Hobby Lobby is going hard already. Is already going pretty hard. Yo, what's up, Graphite? Graphite Simp. You just really into graphite? Like graphite and pencils? You've come to the right channel. You may not even know it. But this is actually a pencil sharpening enthusiast channel. And so you've come to the right place. I love Halloween too. Partly because of the community aspect of it. Like, we know the houses like in our neighborhood that really go hard on Halloween, and so kind of like once we start moving in that direction and people start thinking about like costumes and decorations and all that, it's like when I drive by sometimes I'm like, ooh, yeah, they're starting to get the stuff out. They're starting to get the haunted house stuff out. It's kind of fun. It's fun to watch those neighbors that go super duper. We don't go super hard really for any holiday. We're just kind of like pretty basic, I guess, when it comes to like decor. We don't go super hard. But some of the people in the neighborhood go hard. Like they go hard. There's a house in our neighborhood that does like, it looks like what they do is just go to Home Depot and just buy everything. They just buy everything. Like, you know, the skeletons that you've been seeing, like the 20-foot tall giant PVC skeletons or whatever they are. Resin skeletons, they buy those, just all of them. And just all of those. And just line them up in the yard. Basically every square foot of the yard is just like inflatables, the giant skeletons, monsters, all kinds of stuff. And it's super fun to see. One of the houses does kind of a haunted house experience where you they kind of do the front of the house and they turn the front walkway into kind of a haunted experience when you go through. And you always know there's going to be like some jump scare, but you don't know what. Like they do a decent job of kind of making it hard to tell, like, oh, is it that? Is it this? I don't know. And Madison, I don't really think you're threatening me. I let me clarify. I know you're not threatening me. I know that. I'm just saying that in the world we live in today, that's a bold claim to come onto somebody's stream and be like, I got you a knife. Like, that's all I'm saying. It's just funny. It's just Madison being Madison. And I totally understand that. Yes, the poor mechanical pencil did not fare well. And all the nubbins we've enjoyed this year, there will be more. There will be more nubbins. The sacapuntas. Ooh. Mis sacapuntas. Mis sacapuntas es muy fuerte. And the chanclas. You can't forget the chanclas. I've received a lot of wonderful gifts from my campfire this year. Maybe that'd be fun. Like, we could do an end-of-the-year review of, like, here's all the cool presents and items, and we could just, like, show stuff off on stream. That'd be super fun. And DJ, you're right. We have not engaged in freeing the free world from lewds in quite some time. So we need to do that too. Luna wants a 9-foot tall werewolf. Yeah, the skeletons are impressive. I mean, they are. They really make a statement. Although, I will say, it's kind of like tattoos at this point. Somebody was asking me about tattoos. Oh, it might have been Madison. I think Madison was asking me about tattoos. I don't know. Somebody was asking me about tattoos. And, yeah, tattoos have entered an interesting arc in our timeline. In the same way that giant 20-foot tall skeletons, 12-foot tall skeletons have entered. Where it's like the first person who gets the 12-foot tall skeleton, everybody in the neighborhood is like, oh my gosh, where did they get that? That's incredible. And the first person that gets like an entire sleeve of like anime character tattoos that, their favorite anime characters, everyone is like, that's awesome. And then maybe even the 100th person or the 1,000th person or like the 10,000th or the 100,000th person who does that, people are still like, oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, cool. But we've now reached a point, especially at these cons that I go to, because I go to these cons and I get to see a lot of people, but they're not actually like necessarily indicative of the general population, right? Because it's only the people that would go to a Comic-Con. That's who I'm going to see. I'm going to see hundreds of them, but it's just going to be those people. But I would say among the people who would go to a Comic-Con, they all have tattoos. It's the rarity to see a person who doesn't. And so I guess if it's like an attention thing, or if it's like a, I want to get something that's cool that people like catch people's attention, or will like, there's lots of different motivations for why you might want to get a tattoo. But I am saying from the perspective of people who maybe wanted to get a tattoo because they were like, I'm going to be kind of unique, and I've got this unique special idea for a tattoo, and it's going to set me apart a little bit. Everybody has tattoos. Like, everybody in this space has tattoos. Shadow Surfer with $10 says, hi, Chris. I just want to pop by and say, I got an online ordered autograph from you a couple years ago. It still brings a smile to my face every day, so thank you. Well, that is really sweet. Thank you so much, Shadow Surfer. It is really cool. Like, what I really hope I'm doing when I'm interacting with fans, when I'm signing stuff, when I'm taking pictures with people, when I'm making videos for people or recordings for people, what I hope I'm doing is making a memory. And I hope it's a good memory, and I hope it's something that people can keep with them for a long time. So that makes me feel good. Thanks for telling me that. That's a really nice thing to hear. Yeah, Sierra, that's the other thing. I've talked about getting a tattoo forever. So no judgments at all. I'm not no negative vibes, no bad judgments coming my way at all for people who have tattoos. I've thought about it for decades. I just have never been able to settle on. And people always tell me, like, well, once you get the first one, who cares? Now you can just get whatever. Like, after the first one, it's kind of like, oh, this is fun. Or, this isn't scary like I thought it was. Or I don't regret it like I was afraid I would. Or whatever the anxiety is around that. So I do think if I got one, that then I would be like, oh, I'm going to get another one. I sort of get how that works as well. Chenors for $9.99 says, I used to have a neighbor a few years ago that completely covered their house and yard with Halloween decorations. They had to stay up all year long, and still do. All year long, though, is a lot. This goes back to the everyone has tattoos thing. Because there is that mentality, like when I was a kid, I would get so excited about decorating for Christmas or like Halloween. And of course, the thing that occurs to a kid with anything that they like is like, I want more, right? If you give, if my kid has like candy, this is more true when they were younger, but it's like, well, a little bit of candy was really good, so I'm going to eat more candy. I want more candy, more. Because they don't understand like the diminishing returns. They don't understand the hedonic treadmill, right? Because they're just kids. And so there was a time in my life when I thought like, man, that'd be cool if you could just keep your house decorated for whatever, fill in the holiday. Like year round. That'd be awesome. Wouldn't that be sick? Well, I didn't say sick when I was a kid, but we said things like awesome. We said things like rad. I went through several years of my life where I was calling everything rad. I haven't called anything rad in a while. Radical. So, that's interesting. You must get to a point with a house that's decorated all year long with Halloween stuff where you just don't even notice it anymore. Like, you just drive by the house, you don't even see it anymore because you're just so used to it. That must be interesting. You bring somebody new to the neighborhood, you're like, oh yeah, come over to the house, and drive them there like, oh, it's like the middle of February and their house is fully decorated for Halloween. You're like, what's up with this house? Like, oh yeah, it's like this for years. They just have decorated for Halloween for years. You don't even notice it anymore. Okay, Luna. Luna has not given up on Radical. That's exciting. That makes me feel good. Somehow Radical is still around. Radical! I'm going to radically take a quick break. I'm going to radically give you a moment to chat with my chair, Gerald III, so that I can fill up my cup, get a little bite of something. I'm going to see what's in the kitchen. If it's good enough, maybe I'll bring it in and show you before I devour it. And then I'll be right back. tankard full. So here's a question for you. Here's a question for the chat. Chat. How long is too long that you shouldn't eat leftover Halloween candy? And here's why I ask, because I was just in the kitchen. I filled up my tankard. I ate like 4 potato chips. And I was like, what I really want is like a Twix right now. I just want a little bit of Twix. And I remembered that we had a little bit of leftover Twix. We had a little bit of leftover Halloween candy from last year. Leftover Twix from last year? I don't know. What's your ruling on this, guys? I mean, I'm gonna eat it. I don't want you to think I'm not gonna eat it. I told David Matranga this the other day, actually. We were eating lunch at Fan Expo. And we were talking about certain kinds of food. Bella says when it starts tasting off. Well, see, you'd have to taste it to know that, so I like that. We're talking about certain kinds of food and like airplane food and different stuff, and I said, I think my perspective on food now is like I just want to eat. I don't really want to care what I eat. I just want to eat the right amount of it. Because ultimately what I really want is I want the food to be scared of me. Like, I don't want to be scared of the food, and I don't want to have to think about the food necessarily. I want the food to be scared of me. And so I just want to eat the right amount of the food. And David thought that was, I think, kind of dumb. But he was just like, oh. It sounded good in my head. Do you, boo? I do. I want the food to be scared of me. I want the food to be like, I don't think he should eat me or would, but there's a chance. There's a chance he might. Okay, that one was really good. So I take that to mean that this is fine. And that the second one should also be great. A little late night treat. Just about 9:30 here in Central Time. Just outside of the thriving megalopolis of Dallas-Fort Worth. The weather has been weird today. In a really good way. Okay, Sierra, Sierra's got a good point. I want the chicken to be scared of me. I want the food to be frightened that I'm coming for it. That's what I want. We've had rain today, lots of rain today, all over the DFW Metroplex. I woke up to rain today on August 20th in North Texas. That's nuts. That's nuts, but it was so nice. And I drove to the studio in the rain. That was so nice. I put on an album that I usually reserve for the fall because it's more of like, I don't know, I just have fall memories related to it, so it's more of a fall feeling kind of album. But because it was so nice and rainy, I put it on. It's by a band called Travis. The album is called The Man Who. I think it's from like 1999. It's from the 1900s, guys. And sang along to that to warm up. Dawn says, I have to share that once you mentioned Philly, you must have summoned Mistress. We started texting each other, making plans. Let's go. Okay, excellent. Yeah, I've never been to Pennsylvania. This will be my first trip to, which is crazy, as long as I've been doing this. I've been doing this since 2008, traveling to cons, and never made it to Pennsylvania. So Dawn, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's going to be a good time. The King's Cup. Madison, you're having birthday cake? Let's go. You baked Simon a cake. What kind of cake is it? Chocolate cake? As you know, not a huge cake fan. I'm a pie guy. That goes for pizza and pie. I have a problem with pizza, where I could eat pizza 3 meals a day, every day for the rest of my life, and be happy. That's a problem. And in fact, I did that. I used to work at Pizza Hut in college, many of you know, and that was my life hack. Is like I was just eating pizza every day. Piper saw a double rainbow. What does it mean? Remember the double rainbow guy? Oh Lord, that was loud. Excuse me. Dawn had rain all day. I love a rainy day, especially in the dead of summer. Just the murderous dead of summer heat. DJ's got thunderstorms, but those god dang old tornado-nators should be done for now. These dang tornado-nators, they'll be coming for you in the springtime. Badger staff says chickens are scared of most everything. I haven't raised chickens yet. That is in the future. That's in a future chapter. I've read ahead a little bit in the Crispy Wombat novel, and that is in there. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the chapter on chickens. It's going to be great. Jadzia says, then please go to a Wawa when you go to Philly. You got to experience a Wawa. What is a Wawa? I'm going to look it up. Philadelphia Wawa. Wawa. Hang on. It's in Wikipedia. Let me just pull this up on Wikipedia. It's a convenience store. So this is like, is this like the Buc-ee's of Pennsylvania? Convenience store, gas station, and fast food. Skippick, Pennsylvania, it says. I don't know. I have no idea what Wawa is. I have no idea. Are there Wawas in Florida too? Wawa is so epic. Okay. Go there for coffee and a hoagie. So this sounds like a Buc-ee's. Like they've kind of got a little bit of everything in there. I mean, Buc-ee's is sort of known for its barbecue, but they got everything. I mean, you can get anything at a Buc-ee's these days. I'm going to be stopping at a Buc-ee's tomorrow because I'm driving to Houston tomorrow. So I'm 100% stopping at a Buc-ee's tomorrow. Jackie says that I don't know about this claim, Jackie. You're a very slight young maiden. And yet you claim to have downed half a rotisserie chicken in one go. Doubt. I'm hitting the doubt button, and that just means that when I come back out to the West Coast, you need to show me your prodigious eating gustatory abilities. Shnorz doesn't know what a Buc-ee's is. So Buc-ee's is kind of a southern thing, but it sounds like it's the South's version of the Wawa, is what I'm learning. Buc-ee's is hard to explain. I mean, it's not that hard to explain. It's a giant gas station that has everything. That's the short version. When I say giant, there's a link that'll take you to a Buc-ee's website, but like how many pumps are at a Buc-ee's? Let's see. How many gas pumps at a Buc-ee's? Because I'm going to throw a number out, but I'm probably going to be wrong. No, I'm right. I was going to say 100 and something. 120 gas pumps at a Buc-ee's. But they are planning on even bigger ones. According to the site here, it says they're planning on having one Buc-ee's that has 265 gas pumps. That's what we're dealing with a Buc-ee's. Jackie goes, I did. You think these muscles build themselves? I gotta eat my protein. I gotta lift my weights. Okay, I believe you, Jackie. Yes, Leah, what is your question? You can just ask. You don't have to ask me if you can ask a question. You can just ask the question. And then if I see it, then I can just answer it. Yes, Annabelle. That is one of the best things about a Buc-ee's is they're often extremely busy because they're so popular. But their bathrooms, immaculate. Like, great experience. Just very clean, very convenient. And their barbecue. Now, look, I'm from Texas, guys. Texas is the place for barbecue. There's really no better barbecue in the world. But, I mean, I would say certainly in America, Texas has got, hands down, the best barbecue, okay? Buc-ee's barbecue is good. It's gas station barbecue. And it is good, y'all. It is good. DJ, get some sleep. Getting back on the school schedule means that Mama is also getting back on school. Okay, good night. Sleep so good. Hey, congrats on all the awesome stuff happening on your VO journey right now. Proud of all the effort that you're making. Proud of all the progress that you're making. Keep moving forward. This career it's every day. You got to be taking steps every day. Every day. Whether it's training, whether it's networking connections, whether it's auditioning, every day. And it's a grind. But it's so much fun. And so I'm so glad that you're kicking butt. Keep after it. Get some good rest. Sierra, I'm telling you, I've been to Memphis. I've had the barbecue. I've been there. I've had it. Texas has got Memphis beat. And it's not close. It's also not close. There's some things that Texas doesn't do well. There are some things that Texas doesn't do right. Texas is unbeaten when it comes to barbecue. It just is. Yo, what's up, Mira? So I got to meet Mira, Dark Wisteria. I got to meet Mira again. She reminded me that I met her in person in Tampa. What was that, like 4 years ago? It was a while ago. So I got to see Mira again this last weekend. Got some pictures and posted those in the Discord server for y'all's enjoyment. Great to see Mira again. She is thriving. She is doing great. Always good when the campfire is thriving. So welcome in tonight. We got just about 20 more minutes on the stream. Yeah, I'm excited about Wawa now. I didn't even know about this. Like, this is like some of y'all with Buc-ee's. You know, I just had no idea. So I gotta I get to do a Wawa Buc-ee's comparison. This is going to be incredible. Yeah, it's a fact, Mira. It's a fact. Aries says, I'm drinking a beer. Is that a beer or a root beer? But either way, kick back and enjoy your adult beverage responsibly. You deserve it. You made it halfway through the week after all. Leah says, my question was, what's your favorite food? Again, impossible. Impossible. How could I ever? How could I ever? But I will tell you, see, I love pizza. Easy choice. Love pizza. Kind of just all kinds of pizza. Like, I'm real not discerning about pizza. I just love pizza. I just love any kind of pizza. Now, pizza that's better, like better pizza, is better. But bad pizza is still good. I just love all pizza. But I feel sure that the one of the things that really ties it all together for all these pizza cravings and loves that I have is the cheese. So really, I guess if I get to the root of it, I just love cheese. I love it. I love me some cheese. Hardcore. 4 years ago, Mira, holy cow. 4 years ago at MetroCon in Tampa. Unbelievable. Madison says, Simon and I are headed to have some birthday fun. Good night, everyone. Good night, Madison. Happy birthday again to you and Simon. Happy birthday to you. Jackie says, ever been to Blaze Pizza? Can't say that I have. I don't think I've even heard of Blaze Pizza. Is that a West Coast thing? Blaze Pizza. I keep hearing something in my studio. Give me just a minute here. It's like a beeping. I hear a beep. And I'm trying to think of what it is. Give me a second. Okay, never mind. It's just my kids. It's my kiddos. They've just returned from one of their fun summer/back to school events that they did tonight. Shadow Surfer 29 says, hey Chris, for $15. Just wanted to say that I added a photo of the autograph to my IG story. If you don't want to look, you don't have to, but if you do, it would be cool. No pressure, either way. Appreciate you, Shadow Surfer. So let me ask you, how do you display it? I'm always curious about this because people do, I've run into so many people over the years that really collect these things. And so they have lots of interesting ways that they display it in their home or that they show it off. Or some people just kind of just keep it and it's just for them and they don't really, it's not really like a conversation piece or whatever. But I'm curious, how have you got yours displayed? Jackie says it's like Subway, but for pizza. It's made super yummy and fresh. Okay. I should check that out. I'm not a big Subway guy anymore. I kind of fell off a Subway years and years ago and haven't come back. But I know what you mean, where it's like you are... I think what you're saying is you're essentially building your pizza kind of like you build your sandwich at Subway, which that sounds interesting. We used to have a place here, and they may still be around, but I just don't see them as much anymore, called Pie 5. And Pie 5 was sort of the same idea. Like you show up and you choose your crust or whatever, and then you literally just build your own like little personal pizza from scratch, like all the pieces. Oh, Dawn says Blaze is on the East Coast also. Oh, okay. Do I like pineapple on pizza? Yes. 100%. I love pineapple. And also, I love anything. Almost anything on pizza. Like, you know, do you guys have CiCi's? I don't know. CiCi's is like the pizza buffet, and the quality of the pizza at a CiCi's is just not the highest. I'll say that. It's very affordable. Nothing wrong with that. And here we go back to me just kind of having no problem with any kind of pizza. Like, I'll go to CiCi's and they'll be like, here's an olive-only pizza. I'm like, yep. It's just like a cheese pizza with olives on it. I'm like, yes. 100%. I need that. Dessert pizza. Breakfast pizza. I've had breakfast pizza several times. Amazing. So I have a problem with pizza. I want to eat all of it. Just every kind of it, it would seem. Oh, Shanor, you got a Blaze Pizza out by you too? Dang. I don't know if we have that. I don't know if that's around here. But if I see, I'll probably see it now. I'll be out driving and be like, oh, there is a Blaze Pizza here. Yes, Luna, CiCi's has a mac and cheese pizza. Like, again, I'm going to say yes to that. Like, I'm just, give me a slice of the mac and cheese pizza. Clams on pizza, I've never tried it. I have had clams before, oysters before. And they're fine. I don't go like cuckoo over oysters like Kyle. Kyle is insane. Like, Kyle loves oysters so much. I would try clams or oysters on a pizza. Sure. I would try frog legs on a pizza. I mean, I kind of feel like pizza is this magical delivery system. You just put almost anything on it. If you poured dry cereal on a pizza, probably I would love it. Maybe a little crunchy. It'd be a little different having a crunchy pizza, but you get my gist. You get my gist. Yo, what's up, Wolfie? Welcome, man. Shrimp on a pizza? I've had it. Seafood pizza? Delicious. We do always come back to food. It is true. All right, Sierra, have a great night. Thanks for popping in. I know. Oh, gosh, I know. Wait, yeah, that's right. You're pregnant, aren't you, Joanna? What have the cravings been like? Are you dealing with any of the wacky pregnancy cravings? Are you hungry for ice cream and pickles or anything like that? Or has it been pretty normal so far? Normal cravings? Oh yeah, no, I've had frog legs. Frog legs are fine, you know. I had a really spicy dipping sauce with mine, so the sauce was really good. The frog leg itself, it's kind of true. It just tasted like chicken to me. Shadow Surfer says, autograph is hung right above my bed. I love getting up to see it as soon as I come home to rest for the next day. But that's awesome. That's awesome. All these years. That's incredible. I really love to hear that. I'm glad that the autograph has brightened your day. So many days. That's really cool to hear. Oh, homemade tomato sauce. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. Mushrooms, I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms. And people are like, oh, the consistency. I'm like, nope, I love it. I love it. My parents started me on mushrooms when I was really young. And something about it. Like, mushrooms just really... I never thought mushrooms were gross. Like, that's weird, I guess, because so many people are like, ugh, they taste whatever, or they're squishy. I'm like, I love them. I love mushrooms. Yes, Mira, we might eventually get some pickle ASMR. It has at least been mentioned. That's a start. So far, no crazy cravings. Okay. Leah, I think you will eventually, you know? I still have a bunch of appearances left this year, and I've started booking plenty of appearances for next year, too. And there's bound to be more. So, Leah, what part of the country are you in? Oh, that's okay, Meg. I understand. Deep dish, the thing with deep dish is I feel like I can eat a slice or two. And then beyond that, I'm just like, man, that was a lot of pizza. So I would say, like, I don't think deep dish is really my favorite out of all the pizza. I did have some deep dish pizza while in Chicago last weekend. Mwah. So good. So good. But I ate like 1.5 slices. And so it's like, I can't really eat that much because it's just so dense. There's so much going on there. Oh, Nella, mushrooms in the spaghetti? That sounds good. That sounds good. Occasionally I'll go to an Italian restaurant, or when I'm out, with the family or whatever, if we go to an Italian place, I like to get chicken parmesan with mushrooms. That's really good. I like that a lot. What? Bella, that's insane. But you know what? At 83, you should be able to do whatever you want with your cereal. Yeah, Mutt, I'm more into Jersey Mike's versus Subway. I just kind of fell off of Subway. I don't know, like 15 years ago. It was kind of it was around like the whole Jared thing. Anybody remember that? I don't want to go into details, but and then I think they just, I don't know, it feels like the quality of the ingredients just kind of has steadily declined over the years. And the price really hasn't. Like a Subway sandwich still costs an arm and a leg, especially these days. Everything costs an arm and a leg now. But my point is, like, I do feel like the quality of the ingredients, not quite what I remember. Put it that way. Golden Heart, thanks for hanging out. Good luck with your art project. Oh, thank you, Meggie. Yeah, I had so many comments on the Labubu Zawa, so thank you for that. People were enjoying that all weekend, so thank you so much for that. Nathan, to be honest with you, I haven't eaten anything from McDonald's in probably 25 years. I made a decision just about, I would say 25 years ago, that so I was having weird digestive stuff, and it was pretty consistent. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to cut out fast food, all of it, and all soda. I'm just going to cut out all fast food and soda for a while and see what happens. And what do you know? Like, almost all of the digestive stuff I was having went away. And so then I was like, this is not sustainable because there's going to be times when I'm just going to be like, I need to grab something quick. So then I started adding back in I added back in Chipotle. And I was like, this is fine. This is not affecting me. And kind of just did that. And I would add stuff back, like Wendy's. Not for me. I don't eat Taco Bell. I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat Wendy's. Whataburger. I'm a Texas boy, so I do feel some affinity for Whataburger. I don't eat everything at Whataburger. Some things are better than others at Whataburger. I've always kind of been a big supporter of Whataburger just because, Texas brand, over things like McDonald's. But yeah, no Taco Bell, 25 years. No McDonald's, no McDonald's, zero McDonald's, nothing. Because again, it was just messing me up. It was just like, I would eat it and immediately feel terrible. So I'm like, I have to stop doing this. But I still wanted to eat fast food sometimes. So I kind of just found places that don't seem to have the same negative effect. And so I'll every once in a while, I don't eat fast food very much, these days. But when I do, I try to just pick my shots. Now, the exception is pizza. I've already said this, haven't I? About 10 times, but I have a problem with pizza where I'll just eat any pizza. Any pizza. People are like, Little Caesars. I'm like, Little Caesars. They're like, Papa John's. I'm like, Papa John's. I have a problem with pizza. But it wasn't hard, honestly. And I cut out all soda just about 25 years ago. Except for movies. That's my one time. So if I go to see a movie in the theater, that's the only time I can have a soda. And that's been great. Because now not only do I look forward to the movie, but I also look forward to a Dr. Pepper. Because I'm a Dr. Pepper guy. I say that, I never drink it. I go to like 5 movies a year. So I drink Dr. Pepper 5 times a year. But yeah. Yo, what's up, Michaela? Welcome in. We got about 10 minutes left here. We're doing what we always do, which is talk about food. We always end up talking about some kind of food. Yeah, there's another one here in Texas that people rip on. It's called Papa Murphy's. Do you guys have Papa Murphy's? And I think it's like Papa Murphy's might be like it's certainly on the lower end of the cost scale, you know? It's on the cheaper end, I think. And I'm like, Papa Murphy's, that's some good pizza. Because I just like all pizza. I mean, I really like a good pizza. You know, a good pizza's wonderful, but I like bad pizza. I just like all pizza. Jackie says, same here with the tummy issues. I think the only fast food I eat now, once in a blue moon, is Chipotle, In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A, and Raising Cane's. So I like Raising Cane's. This is controversial. A lot of people I talk to these days are very anti-Raising Cane's. I don't understand that. I don't, because I'm a huge tea guy, as you guys know. Love tea. I drink tons of tea every day. And I love Raising Cane's tea. I usually get unsweet, so I'm not talking about the sweet tea, although the sweet tea is good too. I'll get a little bit of a half and half sometimes, but man, I love. My go-to when it comes to fast food, this is weird because it's not really fast food, but it is because they're so fast, Jason's Deli. Ever since my kids were born, and really before that, but since my kids were born, Jason's Deli became the healthy, fast eating option. Where it was like, okay, we got a soccer game, we got a baseball game or something, and we just need to scarf something down really fast because we're out of time. Got to get to the game, got to get to the practice, whatever. Jason's Deli is so good. In terms of it's fast, it's crazy, it's insanely fast for what it is. The food ingredients and quality, very high compared to a lot of what you would call like fast food places. They have a salad bar. I don't avail myself of the salad bar except for the hard-boiled eggs. I love the hard-boiled eggs. Always got to get at least one. I've kept a lot of Jason's Deli in business, so I do feel like they owe me that egg. And I celebrate their entire menu. I love everything. I've never had a bad thing at Jason's Deli. There's some things I like more than others. Jason's Deli is the bomb. And I don't know if you guys have got a Jason's Deli near you, but if you do, enjoy. Yeah, I'm a huge iced tea guy. I drink like 4 to 5 iced teas a day, every day. Just depends on how late I'm open. See, the thing is, like, Jason's Deli is not going to blow your socks off. And this is why I feel like some people forget about Jason's Deli. Because it's like, it's not necessarily going to knock your socks off. You're not going to come away from Jason's Deli and just be like, that was the best sandwich I've ever had, or whatever. It's not necessarily going to be that. It's just good. It's just good every time. The ingredients are, again, pretty high quality ingredients. I like Jason's Deli better than McAllister's. Some people are really into McAllister's versus Jason's. It's not even close for me. Jason's Deli is way, way better than McAllister's. Mostly because of the menu. I feel like the menu at Jason's is better. Piper Thomas. See, this is what I'm talking about. Piper Thomas says Little Caesars is garbage. I like it. That's what I'm saying. People have these really, and I understand. Like, I have some strong opinions about some places too. I just don't have any about pizza. I just love all pizza. Nathan says, what do you recommend at Jason's Deli? Well, honestly, you can't go wrong. But over the last year, I would say, we eat at Jason's Deli probably once a week for 15 years, for as long as like my kids have been alive. Sometimes more. But like, especially if I'm out of town, sometimes my wife will take the kids and go to Jason's Deli. I love, they have like a jalapeno, it's a Southwest chicken jalapeno wrap. Ooh, that is good. And it's real spicy. The jalapenos are real good. If you like spicy, that's a really easy choice. But seriously, like for years and years and years, I just ate like a chicken. They call it the deli chick. It's just the Jason's Deli chicken salad sandwich. It's served on a croissant, and it's so good. Like it's still so good, and it's so basic. It's so basic, but it's so good. Like back during the pandemic, we were all kind of locked inside or whatever, but I was like, I am not letting Jason's Deli go out of business. So I would just call in orders to Jason's Deli and go drive out and pick them up. And like the manager who I know, because I'm there all the time, would be like all masked up. This is kind of how when we got to know each other a little bit, because I was the guy that was coming by every single week to come through the drive-thru. Jason's Deli has a drive-thru. Jason's Deli has a drive-thru. See, this is the thing. Like, the great thing about fast food is you need that drive-thru so that you can, like, I'm in a hurry, I got to get the thing. Jason's Deli has a drive-thru. So in 2020, I'm like, every week, I'm not letting this Jason's Deli go out of business. I'm not going to let it happen. I need this Jason's Deli to stay in business. I want to say Jason's Deli started in Louisiana. I want to say Louisiana or Missouri? No, I think it was Louisiana, because I think they kind of rose to a little bit of prominence because of the muffaletta. They have a muffaletta sandwich, which is not my favorite, but it's good. It's definitely good. Nothing there is bad. It's all good stuff. So yeah, I think we did it, guys. I think we did it. We've solved 0 problems, and that's okay, because you make it halfway through the week, you need a little rest stop. We've had a little rest stop together here tonight. Very happy for that. Great to be back with you guys, and very happy for those of you that I'm going to see this weekend in Houston. It's going to be great to meet you in person. Please always, if you meet me in person and I don't immediately recognize you as who you are, because of course I don't know what your face is necessarily, always tell me your handle. Always tell me, like, I'm from the Campfire, my name's da-da-da on there. I'm going to be so happy to see you. And so always tell me that. Some people will go through the whole interaction, and then they'll message me on Discord like the next day and be like, oh, by the way, I was the person that you met yesterday. I'm like, no, tell me who you are so that I can like honor you, give you the little extra, I want to keep my Campfire citizens first among equals. So yes, we did it, guys. Did it. And oh dang, Piper says founded in Beaumont, Texas. I was freaking wrong. Super wrong. So it was founded 3 years before I was born. It's been around for a while. But I love me some Jason's Deli. Anyway, love you guys too. Thanks for coming to hang out with me on a Wednesday night. Always good to see your usernames pop up, even if I didn't get a chance to interact with you personally tonight. I appreciate all the lurkers too. Thanks for coming by. We are sliding into the fall together, and there's going to be a lot more going on as far as Sleep Summoner and as far as the Patreon. Can't thank you guys enough for supporting the shows that I'm appearing in right now, like Gachiakta, Kaiju number 8. Thank you guys for watching the shows. Thanks for talking about the shows. Thanks for talking about my characters online and elsewhere. Appreciate you for that. Thanks for reaching out to the cons and requesting me to come do appearances by you. It does work. It does work. It may not work the first time, but it does work eventually. Stick with it. And hope you guys have a great night. And as always, no matter what you do, for as long as you may live, always remember to stay crispy. Good night, guys.